Good morning, class. Today we will see the templates in C++. So these are the topics we will cover today. So first we will see what is a template and what are the types of the template and the examples of the template programs and the containers what we are using to represent these templates and what are the containers we are specifying in a detailed form. So before going to the class, we will see what is a template here. So how we will define a template or what is the use of the template and why we are specifying a template as a main or a powerful representation in C++. If we go for the templates in C++, how we are defining here is it is a very simple and we can specify that it's a very powerful tool what we are using in the C++. Why? Because means when we are using or when we are writing the programs, there may be situations that we will use the same code for in the same programming environment or at the same time for different data types. So for avoiding to write these programs in the different data types, I mean different functions or different different code, what we do here is we need to take these considerations has to be passed by using a single code. Means for integers, for data, for the char or any data type what we are mentioning. So not only for the particular data type, it is very independent of any type what you are specifying. So we will write the code here. How we are going to perform, how we are going to specify here is we need to specify. So if you see the particular data type means, for example, if you want to sort the numbers which are the integers, then we have to write the code for the integers. So if you want to sort the data of the alphabets, that is characters, or if you want to take the names, that is strings, what you have to do is nothing but we have to write the program for them in different manner. Means we need to maintain different codes for different data types. But here what the template does here is nothing but, so it is specifying a code here. So what it is doing here is it is making these multiple codes will be done in such a manner that we are not depending upon the particular data type here. So how we are going to specify a template means, as you have seen previous class also, we have written array ADTs and then next that is a polynomial ADTs also. So in that array ADTs and the polynomial ADTs, we have chosen template there. So the why we are chosen template means for the type of the data what we are mentioning, means whether it is using some integer whether for it is a polynomial what we are using integers to store, as well as a negative values, that is a positive and the negative values has to be stored there. What it is doing is it is allowing both the values to be accessed at the same time. How it is going to work here is we can choose the work to be expanded on the blue, that is compiler time. How it is going to access here is it is creating a blueprint for the formula what we are creating or what we are specifying for the is template here. If we go for the example, see here we are having an example. So here I want to find the maximum number here. So the maximum I'm not specifying any type, or I'm not giving any numerical representations or the character representations here. What I am doing here is I am specifying the code what we are using for these maximum. So I need to compare here the x and y value. We are using the conditional operator here. So here what it is doing, if the x is greater than y, it will print the y. Otherwise, if it is false, what it is doing is it is specifying the y as a resultant one. Just I have given the thing what you are processing here only. Means we need to compare the values here. Means we are taking only two values. We have to compare the values and we need to give the resultant there. If it is the highest one, it will print the first one. If it is the lowest one, it will print the second one. So I'm not mentioning any data type or any processing here. While executing or while processing, what I am doing is I am taking multiple data types to be used by this method. That is a template what we have been mentioned here. So if you see the out where I pointed, so here we are taking the integer numbers into the specifier. My maximum, what I am taking here is how we are specifying the following number is the integer here. So here I am creating a template which is using the template keyword, and I am mentioning the template here is I am taking the type name as a thing here. So the type name has to be repeated, means we are taking the multiple behaviors of these functions based on the type name here. So the type name which is being specified as a template, the object, that is the T. We can use any letter here. It's not been restricted to use the that is capital T. Mostly we will use the capital T only. So here we need to write the this template function here. That's why we are mentioning T space my max, and then next here we need to specify the type of the thing has to be read here. So for each and every variable what you are specifying has to read the type of that variable, the data what you have been passing. So here for that one, it has been specifying at the compile time, it will impose or it will specify these things to be changeable, not remains as a static one. So that's why what it is specifying the type will be changed, and then how we are going to access here is, see here, my max is the same method. The method what it is doing, it is comparing the two values and it is posting the values here. So if you specify integers, what it is doing is it is taking the same code here. If you see this one, if you go for the next line, you are taking the characters to be compared here and it is taking the same code into that one. But indeed what it is doing, it is taking the data type of that one into consideration, and then next it is comparing with that one. If you see integer, so what is the data type we mentioned here? I mentioned my max, which is a integer. So what is the template, the type name what you are using, integer. So indeed what it is specifying is this is the template which has been chosen for the integers here. So that's why T is being replaced, or the T is being considered, the template is being considered for the integer my max, and the values what has been passed here is the integer x and the next integer y. So the code will be same for the processing. If you go for the second line, that is which is been for the char. At this point of compiling, what it is doing is it is taking the code which has to be take into the consideration for the characters here. So not for the integers or others. So at the compiling of this one, what it is doing is it is internally generating. Likewise for this one, it is also internally generating this code. And what it is performing here is we need to consider the characters here, and I need to compare these characters into consideration. And then next what it is doing is it is comparing likewise like the integers as the above. So there could be no separate programs or no separate representations when we are using here. So here, what is the usage of this template means we can reuse this code here. So there is no need to specify this piece of code or the code what we are representation for the many big problems also for each and every one. So what we are doing is we are considering only the operations to be done or the statements to be printed for these templates what we are performing for the individual data types here. You can say that different data types will access this data into the consideration. So if we go for the another representation, so what it is specifying here is what is the usage of these that is the templates what you are providing. So we can simply say that we can it is a method which is used for creating a simple function. Means you can specify this as a function which is used for finding the maximum values. You can go for the class templates also. Means we are having two different types of the templates here. So when we are dealing with the function, it is creating a simple function of the similar data types or the for the different data types also, or we can access the class for the family of similar data types or the different data types also. So what is the advantage of using this templates here is we need not to be created this piece of code or these code for the different variable different data types here, means different variable behaviors. Why? Because means the template has a action of compiler generating. Means whenever you are using this compiling, what it is doing is it is behaving in a multiple manners here. Means at this line of representation, it is being considered the my max function will be enacts as an integer, and then next it will go for the, if you go for the my max second one, it will be considered the my max as a char here. So here we will compare the integers, we will compare the that is characters by using only the same code or the same representations. So how it is going to take into the consideration? Yes, we have the standard template library into the consideration. So here the function templates what you are providing will be created by using these similar or the group of the data types or the function types what we are using, and it is also provides we can pass or the we can take these parameterized data types into the consideration also. Why? Because in the previous example, if you see what you are doing, we are simply taking these functions to be passed and we are passing also the parameters which are the data type mentioned here. So they are the parameterized data types here. The parameters will are deciding what could be the data type to be presented here. So if we consider this type of the means accessing of things into the means this property into these C++ or anything. So what it is doing is allowing to access these things in such a way for that processing to be done in a easy manner. Okay, if you want to access many numbers, means if you want to write the double or the signed or unsigned whatever, so what we need to do is nothing but simply we need to take these cout statements to be done in a to be entered here. Means we can take the double into consideration, and then next we can take the strings or any type of the representations, and then next what you are doing is we will write this particular code which will support that one, and then next we will execute this one into the consideration. So if we go for the another program also, see here, I'm taking same example for the double. So here in previous one, we have seen usually integer and the char. In this one, we are using another representation for the double. So not only the integer to char it is has been changing. What it is doing is it is providing these data type, which is a numerical no, that is a decimal point representation also. So here what it is doing, likewise in the previous example, it is creating the compile time, that is a new code for integer char and as well as a double also. So what it is doing, it is simply comparing these two values and it will print the value. If we go for the first and the second examples also, it will print the 7. First it will compare the x, that is y, that is 3 and 7, and then next the condition fails if it is go for the 7, here it will print the 7.0, and then next what it is doing, it is going for the GE. So obviously we know the x is the highest one, it will print the G. So these are the examples and this is the way how it is being supported, how it is being accessing for different data types you are processing, because you are using different data types to be defined at the time of usage, and also we are taking these overloading into the consideration also. How we are going to overload here means this function what you have been written, that is a mymax, is using the operator that is a greater than. It is been enacting as a integers and then doubles and the double, and then next it is also that is comparing the characters also. Indeed it is supporting the that is a overloading, that is the operator overloading here, which is for the greater than what you have been represented. So if you go for the types of the templates here, we are having two types of the templates here. So the first one here is the function template, and the next one here is the class template. So the previous one what you have been seen is a example for the function template here. So here we are mentioning the function which is the mymax, and we are giving the arguments here. So there is we are being created these comparison of the two variables. That's why we are using the two variables, that is the two arguments into the consideration. After the work has been finished, we need to write these we need to return the result here. So we didn't mention any that is if statements or the if else here. Directly we are using the conditional operator. It is supporting triple representation. That is, if the condition is true, that will execute this one, or else it will go for the this one. Okay. After this type of the representations, the function template, what it is using is, it is supporting the function overloading, and it is also supporting the that is the operator overloading into the consideration. If we go for the next representation, that is a class templates. So here, how we are going to create the class templates or the classes here is, if we are specifying, if a class has been created and it is being specified as a group of these similar classes what we are represented, then what could be the advantage for using this class templates here is, when a class has been defined, means a class will define some values or the some that is class members will be there. So this class members what has been defined, it will be independent of the data type here. So it is not being dependent on the data type here. It being considered as a independent of the data type, how we are going to process here. So here, if any data type that is being specified, or the means that is used in this class template, we need not to specify as a this is for the integer, or this is for the double, or this is for the char, like that, like the previous one. So in the previous function format, we didn't mention anything there. So what have been seen there, we just mentioned the method what we are processing. So if it is considered as the thing, what it is doing is, here it is taking into the specification that we need to specify, or we need to gather only the requirements of that function only. We need not to specify that. So this is for this particular data type. Likewise, what we are doing is, we are taking this class also into that consideration. What it is specifying is, you need to define the class, means the class members what you are using has to be specified there. But there is no restriction that these belongs to this data types only. So what are the types it is being means used, or the what are the examples will be there supporting this one here is, so we can use for this linked list or the trees and the stacks, use many representations will be there when we are specifying that one. So how we are going to create these templates for the class? So there we need to mention the data type which is having behavior in the that is a function with the different data types. So here we need to specify the template for the class. That's why we are using the template. The further class, I am mentioning the template object, that is the capital T here. And we are taking this class into consideration, that is a class name, and we write the some definitions here. As I told that there is no specific representation that we need to use this capital T only. We can specify any name there, or any that is a letter in the form of representation. And how I am going to create this one, and how I am going to create this class, and how I am going to access this one here is, we will write the definition here, and the accessing here is, we need to create the object based on the type here. Means we need to mention the class name. That is, whatever the class name I am giving here will be mentioned here. And apart from this directly mentioning the object beside to that one, what I am taking here is, I am taking the type into this consideration. Means this object will enact the behavior of the class for this type. If you go for the another type, you want to declare the another type here, and we need to mention the another object name has this which has been followed by this. Means as a simple in the previous example, what I have done here, we are using the class name, that is we are mentioning there mymax is the function there, and what we are using here integer, and there we are, that is a parameterized data type. The parameters has been passed there. We are not passing any parameters here. We are to create the object, and next we need to access the class here. So here what we are mentioning the mymax integer 37, and my max char, and then next GE we has been mentioned. So likewise, what you are doing, we need to specify the class name here. This with the class will be accessed by the name what you had been given to that one, and we need to access the definition given to this given or been performed on these class by the type, and then next the my object. If you go for the example here, see here. So what I have done here is I'm creating a template which is represented as a T, and I'm not mentioning here what is the data type. Yeah, what I am mentioning here. So what I am doing here, we are taking the T number is equals to 5. So if you want to access these, if you want to give the numericals at the runtime or at the runtime, we need to specify another code. But I am giving this statically here. So by choosing the number, it will decide the temp, that is the data type what you are mentioning here. So if it is an integer, it is simply specified it's a integer data type. It performs the integer addition. Okay. Before getting to that one, how it is going to access or how is going to perform here is we need to specify that could be an integer here. How I am going to access or how I am going to process here is the A what you are specifying, that could be the class name here. So that's why we are using the class name A here. And then next we are writing the type name. What is the type name means what are the elements we are using to pass here is the integers. So it is taking integers into an account. And how I am going to access this one. So here we need to access the members of the class by using the by creating an object here. So that's why I created an object. The name is the D. So here by using this object, what it is doing here is what it is specifying here is we need to take these add into processing D dot add off. So whenever we are calling the D dot add off, what it is doing here is it is getting into that statement here, addition of the num1 and the num2. So what are the num1 and num2 means? These are the integers. We will go for the, we are specifying the namespace. What you have been specifying will has to be used here. So that is a 5 and 6 has been considered into that one. So it will display the 5 and that is it will substitute the 5 and 6, and then next it will return the addition of these num1 and the num2, and then next end the process. So here we need not to represent or we need not to present any that is a data type representations when we are processing this one. So not only this one, if you are using array of elements or if you are processing that one, so what it is doing is we need to specify the integer array or you need to take these characters or into a record. The data members what you are processing will be accessed here. And then next, if you want to pass any parameters or any arguments to that one, there is a possibility of the that is processing these parameters also, and the template arguments what you are using or the templates which has been used with the arguments can also be supported here, because in the previous examples also we have seen it has been used the parameters or the arguments to be passed to these functions. Likewise, what it is doing, it is specifying these to be done in such a manner that so we need to use different data types into the consideration, and it is passing the different parameterized type elements what you are processing. So here you can say that it is exhibiting the polymorphism also. So if we see what is the difference between these function overloading which is providing the polymorphism, or also the templates what it is providing the polymorphism, they are being considering as a same here, because both are exhibiting the behaviors or the we can be set as there are examples of your polymorphism feature which is in the object oriented programming. So when this function overloading is using, we need to take multiple functions will be used into the similar operations here. But here what it is doing here is the templates what you are providing will use the multiple functions which is doing the identical operations, not the similar operations here. So here we are not mentioning multiple data types here. So what it is providing here is we are taking this return type to be considered or return types to be specified, and then next what it is doing, it is performing here into the consideration that we will take these. My max will be performed on the integer, double, and the next class also. So how we are specifying here is what is a how we are writing the class or the functions means, if you remember the examples what you are using in abstract data type while writing the arrays here. So if we consider the same example, what it is specifying here is, so we can use the access of these data types, or the sorry, this program what you have been mentioned for the different data types. So in the array ADDs or the polynomial ADDs, we have been chosen same example here. So the same example will be considered, and then next the same thing will be performed of the actions we have what has been taken. So here this is the same representation which has been used in array ADT also. We have been mentioning the size whenever we are creating the array. What it is doing, it is creating the that is a template which is of the new size. What we need to mention is the size could be the integer only. So these are things which has been covered earlier also. So in this representations what we have seen here is what is the template what you are chosen. So why we are using the templates here is the simple definition, or the simple thing what we need to provide here is, a template is defined as a method for creating a single function or a class, means not only for that one. So we can create the class template or the that is the function template also. So what is the usage of the template here means, we are not restricting to use this method or being defined one for the representations which has been considered for only one data type. What we are mentioning is we are mentioning the one operation or the one method what you are specifying there. Here we need to specify that what is this template is giving means, what is the advantage here we are getting is, no need to take these code to be written multiple times here. We don't need to write this code multiple times. We will access the code from there itself by specifying them as a an app for all the data types. How it is going to access for this one here is, there are the examples we've been considered here. So we can take this function template into an example. We can specify the next one, that is a class template, into the example. So for what we need to create the template should be mentioned here. So we are mentioning the type name should be specified as a template, that is the data type has to be considered here. If I am taking the class name or the class into the consideration, thereby I am using the class as the template here. What I am doing, I am providing the class could be specified as a template, or the which has been used for the multiple times, or the for the multiple behaviors. Multiple behavior means it is having the multiple that is what we are using for the processing here. So if we go for the accessing, of the function template or the class template, if you consider the class template, what it is doing, it is taking the class name and the type name, or the type what you are mentioned, and the object what you are being used here. So if you want to access the multiple data types, you need to take the multiple representations of the classes, that is the object creations here. A int, a double, and the next a char will be specified, will be used here. For that means that the set of the program what you have written. So we have written only for the addition, means we can take the numericals, that is integers, and the next double, signed or unsigned, and then next floating representations will be specified. So if we go for the another representations here which has been used in this class, sorry, in this previous templates one, what you are using, we are being specified that the same method will be used for multiple data types here. How we're going to access here is the consideration here is, we need to call up the function. How we are going to call up the function means, the function name what you have been used by creating this template has to be mentioned here. And then next we need to take the data type into the consideration. And then next we need to consider 3 and 7, that is the arguments which has been passed. So by this what it is doing, it is being specified, it has been done in such a way that we can access for anything. So this has been designed for that is getting the maximum value for the both of that one. So if you want to access or if you want to create these types to be done for the others also, we can take these templates to be consideration. And what could be there? Simply what could be the advantage here is we will reduce the length of the program code. Why? How we are going to reducing here is we are writing it once only. We are writing it once only, and it is being used by the multiple. So if you are using function template or the class template, whatever it is, what it is doing, it is reducing the code by maintaining this by means by using for these multiple data types what it is providing. So that's it for today's class, ma. Thank you.